Fuck y'all niggas talk about, man. Y'all niggas don't know what the fuck I be doing, man. I be working.
Jaime Munguia stops John Ryder in the 9th round. I just want to go out there and say it. Never Oscar De La Hoya is not snorting that coke. He puts on a great card, man. This was a really good Golden Boy card. We had Gabriella Fundora, we had Oscar Collazo, we had a nice little main event. It's a great card all around. Let's get into it. The first fight I want to talk about, Gabby Fundora against Christina Cruz. Man, this was a really good fight. A lot of back and forth action. Fundora started off fighting from the outside. She was keeping her distance in the first 2 rounds. She was jabbing. And remember, she is a lefty. This fight was actually competitive for the first 5 rounds. There was a lot of back and forth action. I think Fundora won the first 2 off of her jabs and off of her footwork and distance. But Cruz was very crafty in there. She was the boxer. She was the mover. She was timing Fundora beautifully coming in. She was using her feet. She was moving laterally. She was outboxing Fundora after the 5th round. I had it 3-2 after the 5th round. Possibly even 4-1. I don't know what Chris Mannix is smoking. I had my shit 3-2 going into the 6th round. And Fundora found some life after that 5th round. She found the second win. She started being more aggressive. She started coming forward. She was landing her straight jabs. She was landing her rights. She was backing Christina Cruz a little bit more against the ropes. And Christina Cruz was getting tired. Remember, she is 41 years old, and though she is a very decorated amateur, those legs were starting to take their toll after those 5 rounds of moving. And Fundora was also starting to land some really nice body shots on Cruz. That also definitely took the steam away from Cruz's movement. Fundora capped it off with a really nice knockout in the 10th round. Well, it wasn't really a nice knockout. The ref stepped in because Cruz turned her back and started walking slowly towards the ropes. So that was an indication for the ref to start coming in and stop the fight. No matter what, Fundora was on her way to winning a decision, I believe. And I think this was a very good performance by Gabby Fundora. She was composed and she turned the heat up whenever she needed to turn it up. Oscar Collazo was also on the card. He scored a 3rd round knockout. And this was the first time I'm actually seeing this kid, and man, he looks good. He looks strong at this weight. I would love to see him move up to 108, and I want to see him in bigger fights too. The main event of John Ryder, Jaime Munguia fight was a really good fight. We had 2 knockdowns. Munguia scored his first knockdown in the 2nd round. It was a straight right, beautifully timed. And then he scored another knockdown in the 4th round on a really nice counter jab. It was a step back jab. And Munguia has found new wrinkles in his game with Freddie Roach. I think Freddie Roach is working really well with this offensive fighter. That's his prototypical style of fighter to train, and he's finding new wrinkles in Munguia's game. Ryder was tough. Man, John Ryder was tough. He was hanging in there. Whenever Munguia's output lowered, John Ryder was catching him with some right hooks. He was timing him with some sneaky jabs. He was getting under and around Munguia's hooks. He was firing from all cylinders, being that shorter fighter, and he was countering whenever he had the chance. Whenever Munguia got lazy, Ryder would land the counter shot and then smother him right away. The ref was, I would say, a little bit biased. Ryder did control the middle rounds just because of this. Munguia's output did get slowed down, and Ryder took advantage. But Munguia, man, like I said, he found new wrinkles in his game. He used his footwork really well. His defense improved slightly. His head movement still isn't there. He was still getting hit by some straight, stiff jabs by Ryder and some right hooks. So that lead hand was always going to be a problem for Munguia if he doesn't know how to get out of the center of that line. Then Munguia finished it off with a nice TKO in round 9, knocking him down twice, landing an overhand right, start off the first knockdown, and then just finished them off with a barrage of punches for the 4th and final knockdown. Now, what's next for these guys? I mean, it's crazy to me that Benavidez wasn't in the building. I would have liked to see him in the building. It's his hometown, Phoenix. Would have been cool if you see him jump in the ring, maybe call out Munguia for a May date. That'd be a really nice setup for a September date for Canelo. I mean, that's what they're all aiming for. I feel like September should be the date. May is a really nice day, but September is the day to make a big fight, man. September is the month to make a big fight. I think Canelo Benavidez should be in September, but in the meanwhile, these guys should stay busy. Benavidez should take on Munguia, and the winner should get Canelo. Canelo should take out the trash, get Charlo out of there, get somebody else, get one of these other PBC guys, maybe get Christian and Billy. Maybe, maybe just a stay busy fight. Munguia, like I said, Munguia has to work on that head movement. His head, he is still there to be hit. And Ryder, what do we know about Ryder? Man, he looked like a shot fighter. He wasn't reacting so well to any of those power punches that Munguia was throwing at him. Every time Munguia landed flush, Ryder was rushing in to clinch Munguia. So that was also pissing off the ref too. So the ref probably wanted to see some action. Ryder wasn't reacting so well to any of Munguia's power shots. So that to me tells me Ryder's punch resistance might be decreasing and might be gone by his next fight. I think Ryder should take a very easy fight in his next fight, if not just retire, man, because there are no more big money fights in there for you. As for Munguia, the sky's the limit. I would love to see him fight Benavidez. If not, I don't mind seeing that fight with Canelo in May either. I think that'd be a really good fight for both of these guys. Munguia could gain some experience, and Canelo could probably earn another knockout on his resume. To be honest, I think Munguia is there to be hit and there to be knocked out by the right guy.
Fuck y'all niggas talking